Good morning, Mr. Tan, Mr. Tay, Madam Chow, teachers, and all my fellow schoolmates. I'm Taipei Shan from class 3G, and today I'm here to talk to you about the abusing and training of children. As you might see, nowadays there are many of the articles talking about abusing of children's family problems or even training of children's, and in countries such as India their population is so high and there are so many babies producing every day. But thinking of another point, many of them are actually poor and they do not have enough of money to actually take care of the babies and what will actually end up with this baby. They will just end up being sold to the agents, and all these agents actually aim on those teenage mom and all those underage mom who actually doesn't have the ability to take care of the baby, and they will actually buy the baby and just put them in the so-called orphanage house, and they will sell to the buyers from all over the world will actually come over to buy, and they just have to tell the agents if they want a baby boy or a baby girl. And this situation is really getting from bad to worse, because even though laws are actually produced and introduced, but none of these cases have actually been improved, and there are still many babies being transported all over the world. And these agents usually will tell the pregnant women that they will take care of the baby from the time being, or they will just give a lot of money to the pregnant woman and say that I'll take care of your baby, and you just have to take the money and you'll live better, and I will be able to take care of the baby more better than you can do it. And another major problem is actually abusing of children. As you can see, in Singapore, there are many of the family abuse problem occurring. So these parents, after a very long and tiring day, they actually would be very annoyed and very frustrated if once they come home they hear their children screaming and shouting at the top of their voice, and when they start getting a bit of frustration, they will start hitting their children and telling them to be quiet. And this is when the abuse of children will start. So many of these parents would actually take their children as punching bags, or even worse, they will actually do more bad things like keeping their children from actually going out, making them stay at home, and making their life really very miserable. And many of these parents actually is to intake of too much alcohol or even gambling, and cause them to actually hit their children to release their anger or release their stress over like many weeks or many days. And actually all these things are still happening around the world, even though we are living in this good environment, we are sitting in this air conditioner room and without any family abuse or anything happening to us. But there are still many of these children out there suffering every day because of their parents or because of the abuse of them. And one of the project, which is called Stop Kony 201, to actually prove that there are many kids in Africa that are suffering and being abused. And guess what? The boys are actually trained with guns, and they are actually forced to kill their parents so that they have no homes to return to. And girls, even worse, they have to do prostitution and all this very very bad stuff. They could not even escape from them. And thinking and hearing of all of I've said, I guess many of you feel that now we are very fortunate, and maybe you might be thinking of what we can do to stop all these things from happening. Even though a little of us couldn't really do very much, but I guess that if all of us do a little bit and add together, it will be a very big change for them. We can actually start treating the people around us very good, or even better than what we actually treat them last time. And we can just spread the love all around, and many people will actually know that there's still people caring of us, or can when or even when we hear that our friends have family problems or abused by their parents, we can actually tell them to approach the teachers or just approach an adult and talk about this thing and see if there are any solutions to this problem, so that more of these things will actually improve. I hope that every one of you will actually reflect on this and actually help the people around us who are suffering for this. Children are born to this world and they are not here to suffer. Some of them haven't even feel what is happiness, and they are start suffering because of all these things that the adults are doing, and I don't think that they deserve all these things. Okay, thank you for all your attention, and I want to thank the teacher for giving me this chance to give this speech to all of you. Thank you.